This part is nicer.
Lovely downtown San Jose. This part is nice. No, I'll not move out of the... Yeah, there you go. Now it's nice. I'm funny. Got a fancy thing up there. It's a chandelier. A sconcy chandelier. Here's a fancy thing. Your shirt looks like that. Little pointies. Which bridge is this? Is this the Bay Bridge?
It's the Bay Bridge.
Yeah, it's not the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's a lovely, lovely bridge. Out here, we're heading into GodzillaFest San Francisco Day 2, which is really Day 1. He's gonna be with me all weekend. There have been some weird hiccups in scheduling things, but yesterday was actually a really good day financially for me. Had a nice dinner. We got a breakfast at this cool burrito place, but we've been just sitting here waiting an hour and a half to eat it. So.
But we have delectable coffee that we're having. Shout out Cafe Rosalina.
Shout out. Who's gonna watch this? Anyway. So what are your hopes and dreams for today, sir?
I hope to have fun conversations, not just with you, but with other people at this show, whether they're new people or people I've met in the past. And if I sell at least one toy item, that'll be my goal for the day.
Sounds good. I'd like to make $300 to $400. No, but yeah, it's a small show, but it's intimate, and yeah, I had a lot of good conversations yesterday, so I think you're on point. Scott's gonna be there, so yeah.
Oh yeah, oh cool.
Yeah. And Nick, you met Nick Pino, my artist friend. You met him at the last show because when I mentioned
the Ultraman show.
Yeah.
Oh,
when I
cool.
mentioned you, he's like, "Oh, is that your friend from last time?" So
okay, cool. Yeah, I do remember him.
All right, let's go into the city now.
One of my buddies, his office is in San Francisco.
Well, I've been other conventions I've been to.
About 4 minutes before the doors open, and there was lines outside. There was a line to get a wristband and then a line to get in. I did not expect that. I'm feeling very hopeful. I am a little bummed that there are still empty tables, though. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Just getting some B-roll.
There's a ramp. Well, but it's not a wheelchair.
Hello.
Sure.
Yeah, look over here. There's Bob Johnson, head of Bay Area Film Events and GodzillaFest. Look over there. There's Brian Flynn, head of Super 7. And back there is Scott Zillner, head of Power Morphicon. But it's such like a little intimate, cozy thing.
And right here are the two co-hosts of Action Activate.
Whoa! The five powerhouses of the families all together.
Yeah. The three heads and the two peons right here.
3 o'clock on Saturday. Oh, here's the pinball machines. They got 2 black and white, look like Terra Mecha Godzilla. They are different inside as well, actually. And then 1 standard. This guy's at every show I've ever seen since I've been in California. Stitch. Yeah, it's been a good day. This is the first time I had a chance to leave the booth. I'm gonna go and get a cup of coffee and come back. But it's been a day. Nice out. I'm so happy it's fall, whether it's actually fall or not. It's 3. There's about 2 more hours in the show. I'm gonna quick jaywalk right here. And yeah, it's gone good. I got to do the math, but I'm 99% sure I've covered all my costs at this point. Maybe in profit, which means it's a free trip to hang out and see friends, and therefore the pressure is off. I had a lot of concerns going into this show. I still have some concerns, you know, things could have been done better, whatever, but the fact that I'm in the black, it just makes everything better. I'm walking over now. This is the first time I've been able to leave. They have panels and stuff, but I haven't been able to see anything in a good way. A big dog came and brought some of his toys just thrown on the table, and he sold 3 or 4 toys, so good for him. And it's been good to have him help me because a couple times it was so busy that like I needed the help. Sold out of all my Godzilla -1 prints. Sold out of all my Guy Gam Punk Rock prints. I'm low on a couple others. Haven't had that happen in a long time. Power Morphicon and this show, they were sort of like the last 2 shows I was going to do for a while and decide if it's even worth it. And in some ways, it's like, well, I would have been done with this for who knows how long, maybe forever. But in other ways, it's like, well, they both just encouraged me that I should keep doing this because on all the metrics, like making good sales, good engagement with fans, hooking up with old friends, having a good time. You know, just, it's encouraged me to keep going, which is, it's rekindled hope. That's a shame. There's the pagoda. That's always cool. The mall is under construction. I'm heading into the mall now. Gonna get myself a coffee. The big dog left his iced coffee from this morning in the car and he wants it. And I'm like, okay, I guess if it's iced coffee, it's still good. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if I can / should talk to Tech Advisor Urzuki back at Cat Base and see if I could get her to send me files to reprint the -1 print maybe for tomorrow. I don't know if that makes sense. I also don't know if the demand is going to be there tomorrow. Maybe I should just take the win, because also I don't want to, I have to get rid of weight before I get back on the plane. These are all good problems to have. Here's the GodzillaFest banner. People were just talking about how to get there. Oh, here's the, oh, it's a mural. Is it on the door? It's not on the door. Oh, interesting. So they sort of continue it here. This is nice. They got, looks like Final War Smog Monster, Kiryu. They got I can't remember their name. Mecha King Ghidorah. Got Baby Godzilla there. Regular Heisei, a lot of Heisei. Space Godzilla looking like a big old chunk of ice. Varan and King Caesar and that joke. Oh, Gigan. Okay, they did it right. They got Gigan and Jit-Jag. Oh, this is a good spot over here. I like this. That's very cool. I inadvertently found one of the panels where James is running his Sofubi painting panel. This being here, when I used to live here, they have like a little Sanrio store. I don't know if this was here or not, but it's cute. If I could talk Alex into having dinner here, because they have okonomiyaki. And as I'm saying it, yeah, I gotta talk Alex into having dinner here. The sign did its job. Cause like, what's Screensaver? It's Screensaver Art and Coffee. Oh, it's a coffee shop. And I'm gonna go, oh, they got some Godzilla art. Very nice. I'm gonna get some coffee. My honeycomb and toffee latte, which is kind of like a dessert for my face. But they have all this little cute art. Really like it. All right, this looks delicious. It took a while, but. Oh, it's toffee chips on top. Yeah, good choice. I don't love where I live right now. This is no secret. We moved there for economic and safety and kid reasons, but it's always bittersweet. Like, I miss New Jersey, and then, but it's like, that's like a far away time, but I'm like, I miss living in the Bay Area, and I'm here in Japantown. I used to come here all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I miss this. And so I'm glad I'm here, but it also, it's a thing of like, if you don't have sugar, or if you don't have like whole fat milk for a while, you kind of don't miss it anymore. And that's, I think, how it was with this area. And I'm like, oh, right, this is good. I miss it. Bittersweet. This coffee's amazing. So you did an ink drawing.
Yes.
And then what are you using for color there?
This is just brown acrylic and then water.
That's awesome.
So watered down acrylic.
It almost, I've seen people paint with coffee, and it almost has that sort of effect.
Yeah, the burnt umber sort of.
Yeah. That's cool.
Thank you. So for the last hour,
yeah,
I do free sketches, just for fun.
And you're gonna give this away to somebody?
The tree over there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's free.
And what's your Instagram again?
Johnny C. Walker.
Crepes? Oh, I could almost just go for a crepe. It's like a
virtual reality, right?
okay. Bunch of swords. But this isn't part of GodzillaFest. I mean, it's not on theme, but it's still. How can they just be set up? Did they decide? Did someone decide? Yeah, we could, but I'm also just talking into the camera at this point. But did they just, like, artists can't just decide to set up. So is someone running a parallel convention, or did, like, the manager of the mall say, hey, let's get some other people in here, and Bob's like, whatever, or... I have never seen it this busy here. This is shockingly busy to me. I don't know if this is always here or if this is just because of GodzillaFest.
It seems like it's always here. It looks, because they're, yeah, it's for sure always here. Just look,
Oh,
signs.
Studio Ghibli.
Ninja Steel point for me.
It's not that kind of show. There's a Godzilla encyclopedia I was thinking about getting, but yeah, again, I don't want to have to bring home.
See, this is the official coloring book.
Is that, yeah, that's what the Matt Frank cover? Yep. But I guess however much or little manga you actually get a chance to read, it's good to have read some to like open your mind to a different style in general, kind of. Gotcha. This is a whole store for Gazbot. Oh, Ultraman, okay. After a long show and before I eat dinner, I just want to throw some paper towels in the toilet. Oh man, well, they didn't ask me politely. Fine. We got our big meals after our big day. How you feeling?
Tired, but getting refueled because we still got some fun ahead of us.
I've been feeling a little burnt out and dehydrated. I'm starting to feel a little better now. We sitting down, I had some water, had some soda, gonna eat this, and then we're doing some VR, probably Star Trek. All right, let's do it. Target toy hunt with the big dog before going to the mall after dinner. Got a lot going on today. I'm starting to, I was dead tired. Where'd he go? He's gone. He's disappeared down the hole. This turtle aisle is so super stocked. It's wild. There he is. Anything? Nah. They want full retail for every figure? Mm-hmm. Monsters.
Please place it right side here.
So we did this thing, it was a Sandbox VR or virtual Sandbox or something, and they have a bunch of different adventures. Big Dog had done it before. I thought I had done something similar before. This was a Star Trek Discovery one, which is about to leave, because it was like season 1, and the show's now over. But the one I had done was less interactive, but more you could touch things. This was more, you couldn't, this is sort of like Oculus game, sort of, but it was a big room, and it was long. It was like 20 minutes of gameplay to the point where we were drenched in sweat, and like my arm and hand were sore from firing so much. It was a lot of fun. I know the Big Dog's done it a few times. I definitely feel like I wouldn't do this Star Trek one again. Some might have more replayability than others, but yeah, kind of the most fun part was this, where we see each other fumbling around like in real life versus what the characters were doing and stuff. But it was not cheap. It's definitely worth doing once. I don't know how many more times I would do it. I would definitely do another adventure. And yeah, coming to the end of this, I'm also making a point of talking. Oh, this was a cool part where we were like separated, even though we were right next to each other. It made it seem like we were across the room from each other, so that was kind of cool. And I'm also talking over it because I'm worried I'm going to get some sort of copyright strike, even though it's not a TV show. Just I don't know. I'm always worried about getting copyright strikes whenever I show anything. So, but yeah, it was fun. And that's the end of this part of the video. And back to real life. Well, the talking about this. But you've done this like 4 times. Dude, look, I got red. I think mine was a little too tight. You see the red on my face? So now, so now at Cheesecake Factory, they're close.
Round 2.
Oh yeah, same as Power Morphin. Yeah. I wasn't even really thinking about like.
It's not a tradition, guys. It's not.
Kind of is now. This has been my bed the last few days, and yes, it's a camper. But let me tell. Oh, it's cozy. I've drifted, blasted to bed. Now, granted, I've been tired, but I've just been blasted away to bed. Oh, so cozy. No sore back, nothing. It's great.